If you ask most people what their number one fear is, what do you think it is? People's number one fear is public humiliation.
Light has definitely been shone into the dark regions, and it's painful, but it's a necessary.
It may seem for you that Hollywood is a great place, but hey, you should listen to what veterans like Mel Gibson are about to say. It seems like this year, Gibson is getting back to the director's chair for the first time since 2016, and his new project will target all the shady figures in Tinseltown and allegedly expose the crimes they're doing against humanity. Just one mention of this project brewing to see the light created a lot of buzz among the industry elites, especially those guilty in the crimes against the most innocent group, children. It looks like Mel has been working against the elites for a while now, especially with rumors circling of him exposing the involvement of folks whose names we know very well.
I've had plenty. And now, it's just time for me to say, you never believe anything you hear and only believe half of what you see.
Yes, Hollywood has always been a place of glitz and glamour, but looks what happens in the music industry with all the Diddy drama. As Mel Gibson says, the movie industry is no better, and you'll be truly shocked to hear some names involved in generating wealth on other people's suffering, like Oprah Winfrey. Get ready for a truly disturbing story today, folks, because you are going to find out what exactly Mel said about the elites, his role in exposing the most despicable activities of some of the Hollywood elite.
You need a pretty good team of people around you to deal with that stuff, and you need a lot of energy.
Mel Gibson has been in the show business since the dawn of times, and he certainly knows a thing or two about what's happening behind the closed doors. And get that. He named Oprah among the main celebs being involved in crimes against the human race. Last year, Mel has been helping with the release and promotion of a scandalous movie called The Sound of Freedom, which covers the subject of rescuing individuals under 18 from being traded, and it seems like the industry didn't rush to promote the project. Now, Mel is confident that some powerful figures were trying to cover the traces of their ugly crimes and what's happening to innocent kids all over the world. As he stated, if people start actively seeking for more information, they will be horrified by what they are going to find.
It's a search in that direction, and I think the search, you might never get to the end of it, but I think the very act of searching yields some kind of good fruit.
The actor and director slammed the industry for not bringing enough awareness to the problems of trading individuals. And as he states, the powerful and controlling figures intentionally want the details of this kind of trading not to be leaked because it may threaten the position of significant handlers like Oprah. Although she managed to convince many people that her intentions are pure and her heart is pure gold, and she even tops all ratings of most generous celebs, and even has her self-titled Oprah Winfrey Charitable Foundation. Mel knows everything about the TV icon's dark side. It's been proven because of her ties to several disgusting personalities, and it's painful for the actor to wake up every day and know that such people are still walking free, and the industry keeps turning a blind eye to these crimes.
Man, I get up every day and I realize I'm not in control of this whole thing.
If someone starts connecting the dots and digging deeper into Oprah's actions, a lot of ugly truth may surface, and Mel Gibson was the one to provide valuable information on everything going on behind the scenes. Looks like the 4-part explosive trafficking documentary is on the way, and Mel is actively working on it. But guess what? Many folks in the showbiz won't like it. According to one insider who worked on the production of this documentary, Mel deserves all the credit for taking the initiative to further the critical work that we do. I am personally grateful for his support as we worked on this documentary. And guess who's dragged into the whole mess, especially with the recent situation with Maui children? None other Oprah Winfrey, who was actively traveling back and forth to the island to personally make sure all the kids are evacuated where the elites need them to be.
Here, my biggest concern is how do you get the resources to the people who actually need it?
And that's why you're here.
Many fans have been questioning Oprah's motives for years, not only with the whole Maui story, but way before Mel Gibson started to share her creepy connections to the criminal ring. Some fans state that Oprah is about the taken down as Diddy for her ugly activities. As one person commented, if the truth hurts, so be it. May God bless Mel Gibson with super strength and great health because he is fighting the good fight. And another user added, he tried to tell the public, especially with the movie The Sound of Freedom, Mel Gibson, 100's true. There's no question that Oprah's reputation is not squeaky clean, especially when you check her dubious connections to some of the most hardened criminals across the world. Starting with the fact that Oprah's interview with a convinced essayer John of God was magically erased from her platform as soon as this creep's involvement in running an illegal farm and providing newborns to childless couples was exposed. Now, seeing that this guy received 99-year sentence on one charge and ended up with a 370-year prison sentence in total after 600 accusations of intimate exploitation, Oprah may wish she would have never agreed to meet this guy and promote him.
One of the most famous spiritual healers in the world rarely talks to anyone on camera.
But folks, even in 2023, Oprah continued her illegal activities to supply the innocent to A-listers and elites. Remember the crazy story with her trying to save the people of Maui from the wildfires? Apparently, another stint she tried to pull in order to continue her shady business. You see, the media mogul owns a significant amount of land on the island. With a significant amount of acreage surrounding and leading up to her home, Oprah had a private road put in to provide a direct path to her residence and ensure appropriate security levels. To allegedly help those affected by the tragedy evacuate as soon as possible, Winfrey quickly opened up her private road so that those needing to flee could do so more efficiently. Apparently, under the sauce of helping the locals, and especially innocent and helpless children, Oprah was attempting to pull another scheme and sell the victims to rich folks like Harvey and other elites. But this story couldn't be complete without Winfrey's another shady project, which many believe was a playground of illegal trading. And yes, folks, I'm talking about her Academy for Girls in South Africa, which sparkled a lot of controversy after one of the school staff members was arrested.
He was arrested yesterday for several charges.
The matron of the Leadership Academy for Girls allegedly broke all rules and moral principles and overstepped in her duties of caring for girls. However, Oprah didn't appear to be disturbed by these scandals, and she later referred to the horrifying experience as little crisis, saying we went through our little crisis, as we call it at the school, in our first year, where there was the dorm parent accused of mistreating the girls who was later acquitted. Even though the matron was later cleared of all charges, the school continued working because, as Oprah said, young African girls were in desperate need of education. However, the police kept an eye of this academy ever since, and it didn't take long before another mess was discovered within its walls.
We arrested a former employee who was working at Oprah Winfrey.
As Oprah tried to convince the world, she was giving these girls a chance to succeed in life and escape the poverty, and this is what her $46 million boarding school was about. And it was so nicely and smoothly presented that people quickly forgot about the mistreatment scandal, but it didn't take long before a more horrible drama shattered Oprah's reputation and exposed her school as a farm, just the one John of God had in Brazil. Just this very year, the phrase Oprah School, Missing Girls went viral with the television personality's older South Africa school controversy being brought to the surface. Several netizens have gotten into a debate as to whether the girls from the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls are safe. Some claim that multiple students have mysteriously disappeared, and apparently, Oprah didn't even hide that.
All of those girls are going to be in places all over the world.
Back in 2011, the local police investigated yet another scandal when a lifeless body of a newborn that was found in one of the students' bags. They confirmed that a 17-year-old student gave birth at the institution run by Oprah. No charges were filed against the girl, and there's no evidence of who the father could have been. Seems like too many scandals related to Hollywood's so-called philanthropic acts, and that's exactly what Mel Gibson is trying to expose.
I mean, it's capable of being corrupted. And, it is sad to see.
But for many people, there's already enough proof to associate Oprah with inappropriate activities against human freedom, and people relentlessly slam her on social media for conspiring with Hollywood elites. As one person commented, look at her actions in Maui where busloads for children went missing. Her home had massive work being done, tunnels. And another user added, keep up with the fight. It's worth fighting for. Expose the trafficking, save the children. So far, Oprah has managed to escape all consequences of the decades of her shady dealings. But hey, 2024 has proved to us all that even the mightiest may fall. But folks, I want to hear from you. Is Oprah a part of some criminal ring run by the industry elites, as Mel says? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos.